Okay, so our next section is Pythagorean theorem. And so I just wanted to remind you guys, and what you notice is that there's no notes pages here because Pythagorean theorem is a very, very old topic. So the only thing I really wanted to remind you guys of is to solve for Pythagorean theorem, and then we're going to pause the video and have you guys try some on your own. Is that if I have A and B and C here, that the Pythagorean theorem says if I have a right triangle that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to just look at some of these questions. I'm going to do a couple of these triangle ones on the front, and then I'm going to do a couple word problems on the back side, okay? So the ones I want you guys to do are, let's see, 1 and 3, and then a couple of word problems. So let's look at 5 and 6. If you wanted to practice additional ones that aren't part of the homework, this one is missing some information, and this one requires something that I don't think all of you guys have seen before, so we're going to skip that one as well. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, try those questions using the fact that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared for Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to call this a. So a squared plus 5 root 2 squared is equal to 10 squared. So a squared plus 25 times 2, because remember the square distributes to both terms, is equal to 100. So a squared plus 50 is equal to 100. So a squared is equal to 50, because I subtract 50 from both sides. I square root both sides, and a is equal to the square root of 50. Now, we are going from IM1 to IM2. We haven't really talked about simplifying square roots yet. If you know how to simplify square roots, then you should have gotten 5 root 2. But for right now, I'm okay with you not simplifying your roots. Okay? All right, so the next one, again, I'll call that a. So a squared plus 2 root 2 squared is equal to 2 root 3 squared. So a squared plus 4 times 2 is equal to 4 times 3. So a squared plus 8 is equal to 12. So a squared is equal to 4, square root both sides, and a is equal to 2. Okay. All right. Let's do a couple of word problems here. When I do my word problems, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to draw a picture. So a wire runs from the top of a 12-meter flagpole. So here's my flagpole to the bottom of the ground. That is 9 meters away. So essentially what I'm trying to solve for is I'm trying to solve for C. And so how long is the wire? So the wire goes from the top of the pole to the bottom of the ground. So that means that I have 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to c squared. So 81 plus 144 is equal to c squared. So 225 is equal to c squared. Square root both sides. 225 is a perfect square, and that is 15. So 15 meters is the length of the wire. Okay. Do another one here. We'll again draw a triangle. Wire runs from the top of a 30-foot flagpole to a point on the ground that's x feet away from the base, and the wire is 34 feet long. What is x? So that means that 30 squared plus x squared is equal to 34 squared. So that's 900 plus x squared is equal to 34 squared. You can multiply it out. You should get 1156. Subtract 900 from both sides, and you get x squared is equal to 256. Square root both sides, and 256 is a perfect square, and it is 16. So 16 feet is the distance from the pole to the bottom of the wire. Okay? And that is it for your Pythagorean theorem.